Alright, boys, welcome back. New sale, new me. Listen, spring sale. We're here, day one. Hey, it's time to get these videos out there. You know what I mean? It's time to let you guys know what the best games there are to buy for certain prices and other various, whatever the title says, man. You know what you're here for, okay? So today we're doing the best games for $1 or less. Well, all these are only 99 cents, which is pretty much $1 with tax. It's over $1. Get scammed, get wrecked. It is what it is. But yeah, $1 games, best ones. Let's get to it. So first one we're gonna look up is Left 4 Dead, the franchise. It's the GOAT. It's one of the GOATs. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Relax, relax. Don't play so loud. But it's one of the GOATs. Can I kind of just... Yeah, let's not autoplay videos. Let's put that down. Beautiful. All right. As you can see, overwhelmingly positive. You guys have probably seen it before. If you haven't played it before, if you don't have it, it's cool. It's one of those shoot 'em up games you can play with your friends. You know what? Why not? And also you got Left 4 Dead, the first one, obviously. Same stuff, just with a 1 and not a 2. Very simple. All right, next we have is Portal. Portal. If you haven't played Portal yet, I'm gonna be honest with you, you should play it. It's pretty cool. It's not on this account. Don't be like, oh, but you haven't played it. I have multiple accounts. Don't start with me, all right? Don't play with me, okay? But listen, Portal, I like it. You need to be in a specific mood for it. Obviously, playing with friends is better. Portal 1, I think, is single player, but I think Portal 2 is co-op, if I'm not mistaken. So Portal 2 is the more fun one because you can play, online co-op. You can play with a friend. And both these are 99 cents, as you can see. What do? You make portals and you try to figure out puzzles in various rooms. There's a storyline, but you're here for the puzzles. You're here for the fun. You could do a couple fun things, you could look it up on YouTube even, like, oh, cool portal tricks or whatever, and there's people going crazy on it. You can kind of like speed boost through a portal. You can like make an infinite portal. You see all types of little goofs and gaffs you can do. I think it's pretty good, pretty solid. 99 cents, worth the money. Next we have is Resident Evil, but not any of the newer ones. It's Resident Evil 2. Where is it? It probably won't even pop up. I gotta type in the whole name. Jesus, it's not popping up at all. All right, let's search this up. Will it pop up? Will it pop up? Right over here. 77 cents actually. Wow, did they just change this? It looked 99 cents just like literally a couple minutes ago when I was making my list. But regardless, we have Resident Evil 2 Revelations. Resident Evil 2 is the GOAT. It's one of the best Resident Evils next to Resident Evil 4. But this is kind of like, it's not a spin-off, it kind of continues the story. As you can see, it's a little bit different, but it kind of gets you in that same atmosphere. So try it out. It's pretty it's fun. It's, it's $1. You're getting what you're getting for $1. You know what I mean? It looks kind of tacky, but at the same time, hey, it's $1 experience. And but if you are looking for good Resident Evil games, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 4. GOATs. But this one, 77 cents, it's worth the money. I'll be honest with you. Next, one of my favorite games still to this day, CounterStrike Source. Sensational. So if you didn't know, you can still play games in CounterStrike Source. You can play like the 5v5s. You can play, what I like to play a lot, you can play, there's like a DM server where you can just choose guns, you could shoot. There's a server that's like, there's different DM maps. What I like to play is gun game. So if you didn't know, a lot of games have the gun game feature. But the gun game feature, I'm not trying to say like, it's the best in Counter-Strike, but it's the best in Counter-Strike. And I think Counter-Strike Source has the best gun game implementation of like actual gun game. Like the gun game mode has the best implementation of it. So yeah, if you want to play gun game, like an actual good gun game mode, 99 cents for this game. Plus, there's a lot of custom servers. Sometimes they're populated, sometimes they're not. You know what I mean? It depends on what time you're on, but it's worth it in my opinion. Definitely worth it. 200 hours, and this is on one of my accounts, not on all of them. So, it's worth it. Next we have is HalfLife, the GOAT. We got Half-Life and Half-Life 2. So they're just amazing storylines. They're the go-to game of games. You know what I mean? If you haven't played it yet, just play it. Just play it already. Play through a good game. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bad games that come out all the time. Play through this game. It's so good. It's an amazing storyline. You know how people always make the meme of like, oh, well, you know, what's it called? Oh, you know, we want Half-Life 3, because Half-Life 2 even, it just stands the test of time. Like, literally, this game made in 2004. If you play it, it literally, like, in terms of how reactive it is, how, like, even the graphics, like, they're not even that bad. Okay, stop texting me. Jesus. Sorry, I had to throw my phone on the bed. But, you know, people love texting me when I'm making videos. But, yeah. Just amazing storyline. It's one of the best games you can play. Half-Life 2. Half-Life 1 is cool, too. Don't get me wrong. But Half-Life 2 is one of the best games you can play. The physics, just the gunplay, the storyline. It's just... it's so good. It's so good. You really have to play. This will be probably my #1 pick out of all of these, to be honest with you. Next we have is Limbo. Limbo. It's a 2D story. You know what I mean? One of those, like, you can see it's kind of dark. It tells a little story. You just run through it. You know, it's cool. If you like these, like, 2D games, you know what I mean? Why not? Do it. It's $1. Ain't that much. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Well, all these games ain't that much, but it's a cool little 2D. I'm trying to get, you know, every type of player, you know, involved in this. Next is CounterStrike, the original, the OG. People still play this, if you didn't know. People still play this to this day. You can find a lot of servers populated, even more than Source. People love this game. If you want to play the original, if you play CounterStrike, just like, you know, CS:GO, Global Offensive, and you want to play the original, play it. And also, another thing, Counter-Strike Condition Zero, you do need this game to actually get Condition Zero, if I'm not mistaken, or you might not need it. But that's like, you could do like missions and stuff. That's cool too. It's not even on the list, but it's cool too. It's 99 cents as well. Next, we have... Now this one, listen, if any of you guys had PCs early on, for all my older folks out there, this is a game that you probably have bumped into. You know what I mean? When you were a kid. Or you know, on early mobile devices, they've done this as well. All this is, it's called Insaniquarium Deluxe. They should have made a better name for it. I'll keep it honest with you. Called it Fish Deluxe, I'll be honest. But listen, all you do in this game is you take care of an aquarium. You get little perks. You have to feed your fish. You have to fight off enemies. Where the enemies, you collect the money. It feels great. You have to fight off the enemies. Where's the enemies? I know there's one. Here's the enemies. It's just one of those, like, chill out. You know what I mean? You're a little bit, you know, you might be a little bit drunk. You just want to just relax. You know what I mean? A little drunk, a little high, whatever you like to do. Or you're just super tired and you just want to take care of an aquarium. Just, you know, just want to relax. It's very good. I like it. It's very simplistic, but again, very good. Next we have is Hand Simulator. You've seen all your favorite streamers play it if you watch streamers, but what is it? Well, if it lets me load. There you go. All it really is, I can even play the video. Turn that off. Yeah, you just, you know, you try to move the fingers with like different keys and you try to like do certain things. Like in this one, you try to load a gun and it's super difficult. It's meant to be super difficult. If you play with friends, it's very fun to do. You don't have to play with friends. I'm pretty sure there's an online. Yeah, there's an online PvP, but it's very fun. It's like one of those like it's one of a kind, I would say. It's one of those one of a kind games. It's like the game where when you had to like, it was like a browser game where you had to like race and you had to control the legs and the arms of the guy. I forgot what the name of that was, and it was very hard to do so because, you know, his legs and arms were all a different key that you had to press. It's very similar to that, but you just do certain things. You know, there's custom games for it, as you can see. It's very cool. They have a lot of different editions as well. If you do like this game, that are also very cheap right now. Yeah, very cool, very fun game to play with friends. Or without friends. Next, we have The Room. And this is actually our last one. This is our number 10 pick. So The Room, it's like a puzzle game. If you like puzzle games, why not? It used to be on the iPad, if I'm not mistaken, or the iPhone or whatever. But now they put it on PC. They made the graphics a little bit better. There's multiple ones if you like this one, but all it really is you solve puzzles. If you're into puzzles, if you're into like, oh, how can I escape the room and stuff like that, it's fun. You know what I mean? It's pretty fun. But that'll pretty much do it for my top 10. Let me list them off for you. Left 4 Dead, 1 and 2. Portal, 1 and 2. Resident Evil 2, Revelations, 2. CounterStrike Source, Half-Life, 1 and 2. Limbo, CounterStrike. Insaniquarium, Deluxe, Hand Simulator, and The Room. Those are my top 10 picks. Some of them have 2 games included. I just include them as 1. But, yeah, there it is. I'll see you in the next one.